The broken hour. A noisy sound that rings in my ears, moving neither too slow nor too fast. He can turn silence into a place of madness and no one can't resist him. People worship him like something that cannot be abandoned. Not only ordinary people, scientists are also looking for ways to control it, to the point that it is adapted into sci-fi fiction stories. Shut up. BRAAK. I throw the loud noisy sound with all my strength into my bedroom's wall. That even breaks it, to the point it cannot be repaired ever again. My breath is panting, like running a track for 200 meters. My hands and feet are shaking uncontrollably. My mind is dizzy, hot and cold mixed, and my eyes bulge until it turns red. I sat down, leaning hard in front of my desk. I stretched my legs and weakened my arms, unable to think anything. My hot emotions mingled with my cold solitude. Even I began to think with the prefix if or if only. I'm an idiot. Why didn't I notice it at first? I'm the one who is closer with her. Why didn't I notice it? Why? I lifted my head up, staring at the light, whether I was going blind or not. Everything is worthless anymore. I recalled a very warm past memory. She sat on a dark brown bench facing the river, blooming flowers falling at that time. It was the first place we ever met. She smiled so cheerfully and cutely, it almost saved me from my cold loneliness. That day is the day when we started to get close. I started to laugh a bit forced. I then began to recall all these fun and warm memories with her. I smiled and laughed, while my body still paralyzed. Suddenly a tear began to flow into my face, and dropped on the tip of my chin. I noticed it, but I kept laughing and smiling. And finally the laughing smoothly transitioned into crying. I screamed so hard until my voices are gone. While I was crying, on the top of my desk, exposed my cell phone, whose screen light was still on. And there's a message from my friend, a long one. To all close friends, families, and schoolmates. Today at 8:47 p.m., Alicia's body was found dead, hanging on the ceiling in her room. Found it by her closest friend. She is still wearing school uniform. Her left hand has some whip wounds, and her left leg is broken. Short stories #13, August 11th, 2021. I asked my girlfriend to be Yandere once. Part 1. Topic: romance. Theme: Yandere girlfriend. Okay, let's have a quick explanation about my girlfriend here. My girlfriend is introverted, shy, weird, unique, and dependable. No need to tell about the name, age, where it came from, or even gender here, is not important. My girlfriend is also accepting about my weird stuff. We sometimes even share our weirdness together. I love my girlfriend. Finally someone that can understand and accept me about my weirdness. I'm happy, of course. Fast pace. One day, while I was scrolling some random cute girl image online, under the blood tag of course, I found a really good image. A girl with two sides, with left represent the past, loneliness, abusement, and other bad stuff, with the color of grayish dark blue, and the right represent the present, happiness, craziness, relieved, blood and smile, with the color of sunsets and bloodiness. The graphic is fucking sick, not gonna lie. It almost became alive. And then, it happened. A random thought pierced into my mind instantly like a lightning bolt. It was a crazy idea, and I'm probably gonna die for it, but she will understand it. But I don't know if she gonna like it or not. But for the sake of my satisfaction, let's risk it. YOLO. The next day, interior. School stare, afternoon. I began to fidget with myself, preparing for what I was going to say to her. Mirror, can I request you something? My heart is beating very fast, preparing for what she is going to say.
What is it? Something important?
She answered it politely and confused, while making a cute face with a little bit of embarrassment. What is not really important, but it is important for me. My counter dialogue to her question, with little bit of explanation. It is confusing. Can you? My heart started pounding. 157 BPM. My hands and feet were shaking, like I was seeing a monster, but it was not a monster. It was just my girlfriend in front of me. She is standing still, almost tilting her head to the left, expecting something from my mouth. Can you? My heart was still beating like crazy. Almost everything around me became silent and filled with the sounds of a heartbeat.
Can you what?
Her voice was almost inaudible, maybe because the sound of my heartbeat was more dominant. Can you go swimming with me this weekend with Western swimming suit? I screamed. It was loud enough to echo all around the school hall. I was even freaking embarrassed by it. Now I prepared for the worst.
Sure.
She answered almost instantly, around 146 milliseconds to be sure. I'm quite shocked, and then, my heartbeat kept rising up above 175 BPM, followed up with a big smile and laughing. I didn't even realize that I started jumping like crazy. My girlfriend is looking at me weird and confused. I realized it, and quickly kept my cool. Alright then, that's interesting to hear, while my heart was still excited about her answer from before. But that's the first request. My tone then changed into a more serious tone, and keeping my excitement under control. The second request is, can you be a Yandere once? The yellowish white sunlight that penetrates near the windows, giving a shadow effect to both of us standing still. Random sounds of other students echoing all around the school hall, and then followed by silence.
Sure.